Six Flags Great Adventure is known for being one of the best Six Flags parks in the world. It's home to 14 roller coasters, including the tallest roller coaster in the world, Kingda Ka. So in this video, we're going to be ranking all 12 roller coasters at Six Flags Great Adventure. Starting off the list at number 14 is the kiddie coaster Lil Devil. It's nice that it fits in with Jersey Devil and is great for kids, but other than that, it doesn't really have anything else going for it. Number 13 is Harley Quinn Crazy Train. The trains on Harley Quinn Crazy Train are extremely long, which means that it accelerates at random points in the ride. This means that you'll get a completely different experience if you're sitting in the front and back. If you're sitting in the back row, you can get some surprise ejector airtime. Coming in at number 12 is the indoor wild mass roller coaster Dark Knight. I've heard that the turns on Dark Knight are pretty rough, which prevents it from moving up a spot. Other than that though, it does have some decent theming, which if you know Six Flags is incredible. Number 11 is the other indoor roller coaster at this park, Skull Mountain. Skull Mountain has cool lights and music, which gives it the edge over Dark Knight. Other than the lights and music, the ride isn't too crazy. Coming in at number 10 is the oldest ride at Six Flags Great Adventure, Runaway Mine Train. Runaway Mine Train starts out with a helix drop, which is fun as you build up speed. Then you go through some nice airtime hills and down into the forest. Since Runaway Mine Train opened when the park opened, it's a little janky, but the scenery makes up for it. You also go over the lake, which is a nice touch. Number 9 is the first large attraction of the list, Green Lantern. The reason why Green Lantern is at the bottom of the thrill rides is because of its painfulness. If you don't know, Green Lantern is a stand-up coaster, which means you stand up on the ride. This means that all of the intense G-force moments you do while sitting, you now do while standing up. This means that your feet will start to cramp like crazy, and it doesn't help that you've been walking all day. Coming in at number 8 is this park's SNS 40 free spin, the Joker. The thing that makes the Joker unique is that you get a different ride every time. Sometimes you get crazy intense rides where you flip upside down many times, and sometimes you'll just get rides where you don't flip upside down at all. Other than that, I like the Joker's color scheme of green and purple. Number 7 is the first ever B&M floorless, Medusa, formerly known as Bizarro. Since Medusa is the first B&M floorless, it has a little rattle due to it being a bit old. This means that some of the inversions cause headbanging. The headbanging is especially noticeable on the 2 corkscrews right at the end. Other than that, Medusa is a pretty cool ride with some nice inversions. Coming in at number 6 is the B&M Flyer Superman Ultimate Flight. For the most part, Superman Ultimate Flight is a pretty graceful ride, with the exception of this inversion called the pretzel loop. You experience G-forces that are only felt on this inversion. Other than the pretzel loop, I feel like Superman is a little boring. This is because you only fly over field, unlike most flying coasters, but you fly over something a little bit more exciting. Number 5 is the widely cloned roller coaster, Batman the Ride. Batman the Ride starts out with an intense vertical loop, before heading into a 0G roll. The inversions on Batman the Ride are really snappy and intense. However, the snappiness causes some headbanging, but I think that's worth it. Overall, I think Batman the Ride might be one of the best cloned roller coasters by Six Flags. Number 4 is the tallest roller coaster in the world, Kingda Ka. Kingda Ka starts out with a 128 mph launch before heading into a 456-foot tall top hat. The views from the top hat are great, but you only get to see them for about 2 seconds before you plunge down the 90-degree drop. Then into a small airtime hill and then into the final brake run. We're finally in the top 3. Number 3 is the B&M Hyper Nitro. B&M Hypers are known for their floater airtime, and Nitro is no exception. Aside from airtime, Nitro also takes place in the middle of the forest, which is a really cool aspect. The finale of Nitro is nothing but floater airtime. Number 2 is the Jersey Devil coaster. The Jersey Devil coaster is an RMC single rail coaster. It features lots of airtime and awesome inversions. The trains for Jersey Devil also have a devil on it, which I think is a really nice touch. Overall, I think Jersey Devil is more than worthy of its number 2 spot. We finally made it to number 1. Number 1 is the Raging Bull wooden coaster El Toro. El Toro is known for having some of the most insane and violent ejector airtime moments on any roller coaster in the world. El Toro also has some nice head chopper moments with the structure, as it feels like your head's gonna get chopped off. Overall, I think El Toro is more than worthy of the #1 spot as the best roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, or watching some of my other videos. Thank you.